What's the story, Morning Glory? What's the word, Hummingbird? Thank you so much for clicking on my channel and for joining me for this quick conversation about your girl, Monique. Okay, I really contemplated on whether or not I was going to even make a video about this Monique versus Dlhughley situation because I feel like what else can possibly be said about it? I'm pretty sure by now everybody's tired of talking about it, tired of listening about it, but here I am. So, I don't think I have anything really new to add to the whole situation. I do agree, I think, with the majority of the people that Monique was in the wrong for doing what she did on stage. Talking about this contract dispute, top billing dispute on stage, because it seemed like it was a business issue that should have been handled in the back room in somebody's office with some lawyers, not on stage as your comedy routine, because it was so fresh and it seemed like a lot of information was not known to her. And so when everything kind of settled a little bit, it seemed like she was possibly in the wrong because it wasn't a Dlhughley problem, it was a promoter's problem. And it appeared like the promoters had promised both sides the same thing. And at the end of the day, the promoters went with Dlhughley, that he was going to be the one to close the show. And I don't even know if it happened like at the end of the day. I think that they had always planned on Dlhughley closing the show because when you see all the promotional stuff, the posters and all the brochures and all the promotional stuff that went out, it looked like Dlhughley was headlining. So I don't know why Monique was confused as far as who was going to be headlining and who's going to be closing, because did she not see the posters and all the promotional stuff that went out? And I don't know. I'm not a contracts attorney, so I'm not even going to try to dissect whatever it was that they have put on each of their own Instagrams. People were saying that at least Monique's documents were signed. From what I saw, and maybe I didn't take the time to look at every little thing, but from what she presented, I didn't see signatures. I saw initials. So maybe that's what substituted as a signature on each page. I have no idea. But her taking that out on the stage and doing and attacking Dlhughley the way that she did, and looking back, it seemed like she attacked him unfairly. It just wasn't right. And if they were having like a personal moment between them where Dlhughley said he wasn't gonna perform if she ended up being the closer, the one that closed it, if that's what was, if they're having interpersonal issues, even if he was a jerk to her and acted like a big old baby, like I'm not gonna go perform if I can't go last, even if he don't air that out on stage. No, don't embarrass your fellow comedian like that on stage. Handle that behind the scenes. And the thing that bothers me the most now, when she did what she was doing on stage, everybody was laughing because it was funny. Monique is a naturally funny person. So this is the reason why she's a successful comedian. She's just naturally funny. She can give a cake recipe and it'd be funny as hell. She just has that talent, that gift to make anything and everything she say come out really, really funny. So when she was up there doing her thing, I was laughing. People in the audience were laughing. It was funny. But I also kind of cringed a little bit because I was like, wow, she's really going in on Dlhughley. Like, she's really letting him have it. And I felt a little bit embarrassed for him. Like, how is it going to come out after all of that? But anyway, so I thought that that was wrong that she would embarrass him like that, because it seemed kind of like they were having some personal issues and she was bringing it in the spotlight. And I don't think that it's right for her to, like, and this is like the number one thing that a lot of women run to, is when they are having an issue or conflict or beef with a man, the first thing that they want to do, especially if the man is heterosexual, is they want to attack him as being like closeted homosexual, like he's gay, and they use the whole homosexuality and the whole gay card like a weapon against this straight man. Like this is going to be a way to humiliate him. I'm going to hurt him. I'm going to, kill his reputation by calling him gay, and because he's going to come off as appearing to be less than a man, less than masculine if I come out and I call him gay. That needs to stop. That is weak. That is tired. That is ancient. That needs to stop. And Monique, with her being as funny as she is and as witty as she is, I would have thought that she would have something a lot more clever, a lot more intelligent than that if she wanted to cut him to pieces. But that thing about trying to paint him as a gay man or trying to emasculate him using homosexuality as a weapon, that is so wrong. And this is 2022. I cannot believe that people are still doing that on a public forum like that. In the culture that we live in now, where we're trying to be a lot more sensitive, to different groups of people, a lot more accepting, for her to do that, I thought it was just delayed and just tired and just wrong. And I'm like, you can't come up with anything else. That's like so tired, because a lot of women do that who have a public platform and they want to go after a man. Is the first thing they're going to run to is, oh, and you gay, and you gay, and you gay. And why does it have to be a weapon? How would you feel if someone was having beef with a non-black person, and this person, let's say, was a person of color, like they were Hispanic or some type of ethnicity other than white. And if the person they were beefing with went out and used blackness as a way to attack them, like, oh, and you black, blah, 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 and you're black, and you're black. You know what I mean? And this person is not black, but the person they're beefing with wants to use blackness as a weapon to attack them, like it's something bad. We wouldn't stand for that. So why are you using homosexuality as a weapon to insult someone? It's not insulting to be a homosexual. It's not insulting to be gay. So don't use it as a way to try to humiliate someone. I mean, you are absolutely like criticizing an entire group of people. Like, what are you doing, Monique? Why are you saying? I thought you were a lot smarter than this, because when she does her little videos where she's all about, oh, my babies, my darlings, my precious loves, when she's all Mother Teresa, she doesn't talk like that. But on that stage, it was like a Jekyll and Hyde. It was like, damn, is this the same woman that does her my loves, my loves, my loves videos? Like, what? That woman, who's all about peace and harmony, would not use homosexuality as a way to attack someone, because that's just low class, low brow to do that, but here she was trying to humiliate Dlhughley by trying to, call him out as being gay or something. It's like, why are you using it as a weapon? It's not supposed to be used as a weapon. You don't want race to be used as a weapon. You don't want gender to be used as a weapon. And for sure you don't want sexuality to be used as a weapon. Like, Monique, I thought you were smarter than that. I thought you could do better than that. That really bothered me when she did that. And why was she running up and down the stage? And like, I don't know how long her entire bit was on stage, but man, it was like she just had a workout. I mean, she was drenched in sweat, and I know with the lights, and there's probably no air conditioning in there, but I was like, wow, this woman is really going through something. And if your money is the same, whether you came on first or you came on last, but your paycheck was still going to be the same, who cares? What does it matter? And it was just all like an ego thing. Like her ego was affected, and that's why she did what she did. Because she felt like she deserved, more credit, bigger billing, whatever you call it in the industry. But if your money is the same, at the end of the day, what does it matter? And I don't think the majority of the audience cared, really. They weren't like, okay, Monique isn't going to come out last, well, we're not going to laugh at her jokes. No, they would still love you. They would still laugh at your jokes, whether you came on first or you came on last. It didn't matter. And I personally, other than her using the whole homosexuality thing as a weapon, I personally thought that I think that Monique is a lot funnier than Hughley. If I was going to go to a show like that, I'd be going to a show to see Monique. If I was a member of that audience, it would have been just to see Monique. I didn't care about anybody else on that ticket. Didn't really care too much for Hughley. I never thought Hughley was that funny. Never, ever, ever. And I've been listening to him since the 90s, and I've never really found him that funny. He can say some funny things here and there, but he doesn't make me laugh out loud like Monique. Monique is funny. She makes me laugh. She's a great comedian. She knows how to tell a story. She knows how to entertain. She's got that down pat. So as far as like which one do I like better, I like Monique's comedy style a lot better. So that's why it's kind of like, I'm not saying this because I don't like her. I'm saying this because I'm just very disappointed in her. I'm disappointed in her for how she had to take something that I felt like was a private business matter and put it out on Front Street like that. I'm disappointed that the way that she was trying so hard to attack this man, and he had no way to really like come out at that moment and try to defend himself. He had to sit backstage and let this woman completely roast him. He couldn't do nothing about it. He couldn't turn off her mic. He couldn't go up there and interrupt her. He had to sit back and listen to this woman have a free for all on him, and then just patiently wait his turn to come out. And I know when he came out, he was so discombobulated, he didn't know how to respond. So I'm disappointed in that she would, just like, knowing that he couldn't do nothing about it while she was on stage, she just like really cut deep. And I just don't know how someone who's all about my loves, we have to do better, my loves. And then all of a sudden she just came out there and she was just like, whoa, wow. Okay. So yeah, that's my little 2 cents about it. I don't think I have anything else to add. Hopefully it's going to get resolved between them. And I don't know. There's hope for all of us. There's hope for all of us. So there's also hope for Monique. If you made it this far in my video, I do thank you. Really do appreciate it. On your way out, don't forget to rate the video. If you like this content, subscribe. If you don't worry about it. But thank you for stopping by anyway. And I'll definitely talk to you later. Bye.